Ladies and gentlemen, after months of playing, going through the game, and seeing everything that I could possibly see right now, minus the DLC because it's not yet clowns. Today we'll be doing a review on Sword Art Fatal Bullet. I was skeptical about this game. I was. Because the last one I played was not good. Hollow fragmentation. Trash. Trash. Will this game do better? Be the same? Or will it be Dynasty Warriors 9? Find out right here on the channel. Let's hit the intro. And I'll catch you guys after the intro. You know, I picked this game up for $20 because I traded in a bunch of crap games because I refused to pay $60 for this. I just refused. I didn't want to put the investment. In the beginning of the review, sorry, not interview. Oh gosh. Sorry, my voice sounds terrible, by the way. People ask me, you know, around before this review, Darkwave, why would you pick up such a game if you didn't like the other ones? It's probably going to play the same. And I told him the only reason why I even looked this game up on the radar is because in all of Sword Art, the anime, minus the movie, because the movie was actually decent enough. The Gun Gale arc, to me, is the best season. I did like the Yuki stuff, mainly because how the Yuki situation hit me personally, as I've had situations like that in real life. But as far as just normal anime is concerned, I did not mind this season. I did not. Sword Art Fatal Bullet is one of those games you take a chance on, and you realize that even if I had paid $60, I was able to log in about 50 plus hours. And I can generally say I fairly enjoyed myself. Let's start with the graphic. The graphic Sword Art Fatal Bullet takes this above and beyond any Sword Art game that's come out yet. It is more crisp, more polished than Hollow Fragmentation, more polished and looks better than Hollow Realization. It looks better than Lost Song. It looks better than all of it. Is it great by any means of the standard? No, not great, but it's better than those games, and it is tolerable. I think the environments in each area, though a little dull, are well designed. But one thing I will say about this is that, unlike Hollow Realization, which I am playing now, and I plan on doing a versus between the two, the outside world feels empty. It feels empty. It's not in terms of enemies, but in terms of players. And for those of you who play Hollow Realization, you will understand what I'm saying. Or even Hollow Fragmentation, you understand what I'm saying. When you're out there in the world, you see a lot of players fighting enemies. It makes the world feel like you're in an MMO, whereas this, there are enemies, there are players, there are PvPers that you can fight against in open world PvP, but that's as far as it goes. You don't see no one fighting enemies out there or nothing like that. But the graphics are well done for a game of this. I can give the graphics a nice, for a game like this, I can give them a nice B. I think it does well. I think the weapon designs are actually fairly good, though they get a bit lazy with the designs, just adding a little color to one weapon. Oh, it's a new weapon, it's a plus, that garbage, trash. But the overall graphics, I do think is decent for this game. It's better than all the others. I give it a B plus there. Or B. Whatever. Let's go into gameplay. I touched a little about this in the graphics with the player interaction, how it feels a little empty. Gameplay in Fatal Bullet is like you would think of any third-person shooter, with a bit of MMO-esque type things in there, with a bit of RPG in there. In Star Fatal Bullet, you have your stats: dex, strength, intelligence, the works. And all of those affect the way your character will perform in-game. It will affect the way the character performs in-game by how much strength you have if you're a melee, how much intelligence you have if you're able to use certain skills, so on, so forth. Dex for crit, luck for item finement, and more chances to hit your crits. All that stuff is still there, Unlike Hollow Realization, and I believe the other ones, I could be wrong on Lost Song. I have not touched Lost Song much. I've played very little of it, and when I played, I didn't like it. You can actually allocate these stats to pretty much form your character. You can form your character in terms of strength with melee. If you want to go Proton Sword, being Kirito. Or if you want to become more of a healer, you have your vitality, your intelligence, all that stuff. You run with 4 main groups as in all the other games. All these Sword Art games pretty much remain the same. You run around the field, nice little kind of condensed open world-esque type feel. You run in the area, you fight the enemies with, your guns, shotguns, pistols, SMGs, assault rifles, rocket launchers, grenade launchers. There are plenty of weapon types in this game. You do have your dungeons that will essentially kind of progress the story and also have bosses for you to farm. Everything that was in the other Sword Art games seemingly are here. Of course, those were sword art, so you have katanas and rapiers, and this is gun gear, so you have your SMGs and your many different type of assault rifles and different type of shotguns and so on and so forth. Like those games, there is a affection in this where you can grow affinity and affection with other characters to increase them, which has implications in the ending. I'm not going to spoil much here, although I should. This is a review, so screw it. I will spoil. Affection has affecting the ending. If you have enough, you get the true ending. If not, you get the bad normal ending. Other than that, it means nothing. You get your pillow talk like other Sword Art games. You get a bunch of different things like the other Sword Art games. The one thing I will say about the gameplay is that the AI got off. The AI in this game, at times, can be complete and utter trash. Anytime, I have AI rolling around in circles as you're on the ground, instead of just picking you up. Even if they're getting shot, you can pick you up and they can heal themselves. You heal them depending on your roll. And they just keep rolling, and then they shot in the head and you all die. Everybody, not just your AI, everybody on your AI team is that dumb. It seems like they're mainly stupid in terms of when you're on the ground. Because other than that, when they see your low health, they heal you. They do heal you. One thing in this game you cannot do is really give orders like in the other games. I know in Hollow Realization you can tell someone, hey, draw the aggro, hey, heal. In this game, it's none of that. They pretty much go on their own. Aside from the stupid AI when they are running in front of bullets like morons, not reviving, and they're rolling on the ground like a bunch of idiots, the AI can be somewhat dependable. Mainly the healing, and you got a Suki, who's a character who does stat debuffs. He does stats pretty often, but the healing on the game is really good. The AI is really good there, and at times they can save your ass. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Aside from that, you know, the story. The gameplay is fairly fun. There are plentiful of skills, plentiful of builds for you to really play with in the game. One thing this game does that the other ones doesn't is allow you to have multiple save files. Now, most people will say, oh, well, you don't need that because you can just keep respecting. But if you don't want to respec and you actually want to make a whole new character, and you technically can do that, you can go into and customize your avatar and make it anything, but you can't make it to a female. Unless you beat the game and want to just change it to a female. You can't make it to a female, but you can change your voice, change your size. So almost it's like, and you can respect, so why make a new character? Well, because if you're someone like me who wants to make a specific character, a specific way, and kind of give that RPG feel of a type of character. With the voice you picked out, everything you picked out from the get-go. And then say you're playing the game and you want to make another type of character, you have this vision, oh, I want to make a hyperactive character who maybe does engineering and support. In this case, that would be the gadgets and the healing. Then you can do that. Where in the other games you couldn't do that. If you wanted to play Hollow Realization and make a katana string mainly build, but then say, you know, I want to make a female who is a tank. Now you could do that, just go into your character and change the whole thing and go tanking, but you get what I'm saying? The RPG feel isn't there when you have to do that. What else can I say about the gameplay here? There's 3 difficulties: easy, normal, extreme. Extreme mode is done after you beat the game, and you can easily cheese it. Because all you have to do to get the trophy is fight the last boss on extreme, which isn't hard, by the way, and you beat the game on extreme. I want to see if there's anything else I am missing on gameplay. I don't think there is. There's no vehicles, so don't expect to be able to mount up. They are... inventory. Big part of gameplay. One of the most baffling things to me. Before I played Hollow Realization, I was pissed. After playing Hollow Realization, I'm even more pissed. In Hollow Realization, you get overcumbered and you just go straight to your storage. In this game, oh no, you can't pick it up at all. You gotta discard, you gotta go back, all the crazy garbage. Fix that, please. Just, if you're overcumbered, let it go to the inventory and you deal with it later. Gameplay overall is pretty good. It is a fun experience. I have to give the gameplay, once again, a B. Because I think that though it is fun, there's a lot of plentiful issues, mainly with the AI. And, you know, stuff of that nature. It's mainly the AI that I have a problem with. Everything else seems to pretty much be fine. There is dual wielding in the game. Dual wielding literally has no consequence. It just makes you even more overpowered. So I do give gameplay a B. B+. B+. Now, the one thing that Sword Art is all about. Story. I'm not going to be, I will be 110% honest. I honestly, in this game, gave almost 2 fucks about this story in general. I did not care. The only thing that interested me about the story was that I was not Kirito, and with that alone, I was already happy. Or I wasn't taking the role of Kirito, which is a whole new name. The whole thing of your choice way heavier than a bullet, that campaign, trash. Trash. There's 2 options in the entire game. 2 that changes outcomes. That's it. 2. No matter, there are plentiful of choices, but each choice pretty much leads to the same thing. I'm sorry, and there's choices that also affect infection, where if you choose the wrong thing, you gotta keep doing it until you choose the right thing. Oh boy. Oh joy. Trash. 2 choices in this entire game makes any type of decision. So false avatars was this: your choices are heavier and faster than a bullet. Yeah, okay. Right. The story, though forgetful, was, you know, average. It was what I don't know what I expected from the story in this game. I wasn't really buying it for story. Because apparently now that I'm seeing it, it's hard to create a story that doesn't revolve around Kirito and it revolves around your character. Because man, your character is nothing but more but a set piece. Your AI is technically the main character. Your character is kind of just there, and then you have Correa, who's your childhood friend, who, you know, ultimately was trash. Ultimately was trash. You know, you're kind of like just the set piece guy who just so happens to be overpowered, and everyone else kind of, the story revolves around everyone else. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention about graphics, the actual cutscenes, look freaking beast. The story, it's very one-sided. Like I said, your character is practically just a set piece. Nothing really happens to him. Nothing really important goes through him, except for the main villain, where it's he wants to. It's still all about friendship. And let's get something straight. Story will always be about friendship. This story about friendship just turns to more of a darker way, and that's really the only time you as a character is really even in the focus light. Everything else is more about your AI, and then the stuff with Death Gun happened with Kirito. They even go back to that whole Death Gun arc. So it's basically Gun Gale online, the anime, but your character's in there with a whole new AI, and it just kind of put your story in there. But you are just like a set piece who just so happen to be great in the game. That's all you are. It's a great player and who just, get errands, go do them. Basically, that's what you are. Due to that, I can't really say much. The story was pretty much trash. It was trash. It wasn't nothing that intrigued me except for the true ending cutscene, which I thought was beast. So, ultimately, I give it a D because it was nothing that really captured me there. It was just generic garbage. Friendship, sword arts, typical stuff, and it felt like they did not know anything to do with your character. Your character was seemingly there as a plot point. Not even a plot point, just there to kind of be there. Because your AI had a part. Your AI is basically the main character. The whole game revolves around your AI, and you're just there helping your AI. Do you care? Do you care? Of course you don't. So, should you buy SAO Fatal Bullet? I don't know. I honestly can't say. I can honestly say I don't know. On one hand, I can say yes, it's a great game. Or a good game, it's okay. On the other hand, it would determine if you are an SAO fan. If you are an SAO fan and you liked Hollow Fragmentation, Lost Song, Hollow Realization, then yes, pick this game up. It is probably the best one out of them all. I'm playing Hollow Realization now, and I will be doing a comparison and a versus between the two. I can't say it's worse than Hollow Realization. I can't say it's better right now. But it's one of the 2 top Sword Art games out of the 4. On the other hand, if you are just a RPG fan, this game may be a bit lackluster because RPGs usually have a lot to do with story and choices. This game doesn't really have that. So I'll say this: if you're an SAO fan, definitely pick this game up. If Gun Gale was your favorite arc of SAO, still pick this game up. But if you're looking for a hardcore, deep RPG MMO experience, no. There are multitude of equipment, multitude of stat, a lot of RPG elements, a lot of grinding to do in this game as well, but I don't think that a real hardcore MMO would really enjoy something like this. Or hardcore RPG, not MMO. RPG would really enjoy this, because the RPG really also delivers decent stories. And this, story-wise, So it pretty much goes down the line of, if you're a fan of SAO, pick this game up. Definitely pick it up. If not, you can pick it up maybe for something that I did, $20, or you can not pick it up and go pick up something better. Final verdict on this game, I don't know about the DLC, so I can't comment on that. I will do a separate review when the DLC comes out. I plan, considering I put over 50 hours in it, and I have 2 other characters I'm working on just because I want to. I will definitely pick up the DLC. Don't know if it'll be day 1, but I'll definitely pick it up. Final verdict on SAO Fatal Bullet. I'll give this game a passing score of a C. It's decent. It is good. It is fun to me. I am a SAO fan to a degree. And even as a normal game, it is fun. So I do recommend it for definitely SAO fans. I do recommend this for SAO fans. And that's the review. I mean, I don't know what else to really much to say about it. There's Ultra Instinct in this game, by the way, and it's freaking beautiful. Freaking beast. But that's the review of Sword Art Fatal Bullet. There's not much else to say about it. It is a decent game. Decent. Pretty good. But if I can go off a little topic here, still say SAO. Integral Fracture. Yeah, this game. Yeah. How about we put MMOs? You know, an actual MMO of Sword Art, whether it be in Gun Gale or the other one, or the regular Anclad, whatever, on consoles. Clowns, Bandai Namco, I'm looking at you with that. Don't put MMOs on mobiles. Hard from friends to invest. So there you have it. Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. The review. Passing score of a C. If you're a Sword Art Online fan, pick it up. If you're just an RPG fan thinking about trying it out, maybe wait till it goes cheaper or trade in a bunch of crap games or make it lower. And it was a good game. I'm Darkwave. I am signing out here. My voice sounds terrible. I gotta write some notes about this other video I'm about to produce. I will catch you guys on the flip side. The next game review, I don't know what it will be. Hopefully, I might do Final Fantasy 14 in year 4. I might have to do that because Hollow Realization may take me a while to do that versus between this and Hollow Realization. Until then though, you all have it easy. I'm getting out of here. Stay tuned to the channel on WildFang on YouTube.com. I, Darkwave, look forward to the WrestleMania weekend and look forward to the Sword Art Anime Gun Gale alternative anime coming out, I believe today, Saturday the 7th, I believe. So it should be out some point today, and hopefully it's good. Pick up Fatal Bullet if you're a good fan. Maybe wait if you're just an RPG fan in general. Passing score of a C, just to reiterate. I'll catch you guys later.